We are committed to bringing you the facts about vaccines in our state. And over the past couple of weeks, we've had several teachers reach out to us saying they're concerned about going back to class before they've received the COVID vaccine.
Now, Washington's teachers unions, they are pushing to move educators up on the state's vaccine priority list. King 5's Kayla Lafferty joining us live now to break down the state's current plan, also to tell us what the Washington Education Association is saying tonight. Kayla, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Joyce. Now, if the state's plan stays as it is, all teachers wouldn't be given vaccines, or at least given the option, until at least April. But the Washington Education Association says teachers should be given higher priority before districts look at reopening schools.
Educators should be prioritized as soon as possible.
As some school districts start the return to in-person learning, teachers haven't been given access to the COVID-19 vaccine.
One of the many keys to being able to return to in-person teaching and learning as safely as possible is access to the vaccine.
As for the state's plan, teachers are broken into two groups. First are educators age 50 and up. They're part of phase B2 with some other frontline workers like grocery store employees and law enforcement. The state predicts they will have access to the vaccine sometime in February. But educators age 50 and younger are part of phase B4, which means they aren't expected to have access until April.
There shouldn't be a break between educators and frankly, any other frontline workers who are 50 and over versus 50 and under. That's certainly problematic. I think it would certainly be much more streamlined, and this also weighed in on our decision as an organization to advocate that all educators be vaccinated or have access to the vaccine as soon as possible.
But even when teachers can get the vaccine, the union says there's more to consider before all schools return to session.
We know that there are many L&I requirements that also have to be in place. We've got more information coming in on new variants of the virus. So the vaccine is one more layer that will allow us to open as safely as possible, but it's certainly not a catch-all and a guarantee that schools can and should open.
Now, the Washington Education Association says that 61% of their teachers are 50 and younger, meaning they wouldn't be eligible for a vaccine until April. And while they're fighting to move teachers up on that priority list, they're encouraging districts to hold off on reopening schools until teachers have access to the vaccine. For now, live in Linwood, Kayla Lafferty, King 5 News.